Hello guys, this video is about the versatile shape builder tool that allows you to interactively combine, merge and subtract shapes to create complex designs. And what's more exciting is that we're going to learn it while designing a logo, so let's get started. I've planned a logo in which I'm going to combine the letters C, A and I. And we'll mostly be working using shapes. So let's pick our first shape, and that's the ellipse tool. My fill is white and stroke is black, and for now I'm going to keep it like that. Holding Shift and Option on a Mac or Shift and Alt on a PC, drag to create a circle. Let's change the fill to no fill. And let's also increase the stroke size to 2 points. Perfect. Now, it's always a good practice to keep a copy of the shape you're using as a template, particularly if you know you'll be using a few copies of the same shape. So let's hold Option on a Mac or Alt on a PC and drag to make a copy of this circle. Now what we need is a few more copies of this circle around it, and to do that, we'll need help of the Offset Path feature. The Offset Path feature allows you to create a new path parallel to an existing path, either on the inside or outside. So let's go to Object, and then Path, and select Offset Path. In the pop-up menu, we'll let the offset be 10 points. Let the joins be mitre, and mitre limit to be 4. Mitre is a pointed connection, and the mitre limit of 4 means when the length of the point reaches 4 times the stroke weight, a bevel join is used instead. Hit OK, and repeat this step 2 more times since we'll need 4 circles in total for this design. Once we've got our 4 circles, let's go to Object and select the Expand option from here. What Expand does is it converts certain object types such as strokes and live effects into editable shapes. So basically, it breaks down complex or dynamic elements into their basic components, making them individually editable. Next, we're going to pick the Rectangle tool and make a rectangle as illustrated. At this point, let's also drag a guide and place it at the bottom of the stack of circles. Now I'm going to extend the rectangle to meet the guide I've just dropped. It's time to make another copy of my original circle that I made at the start of the tutorial and place it at an angle to cut out the dot for the letter I of my logo. Now, holding Option on a Mac or Alt on a PC, I'm going to make another copy of the circle and place it at an angle. At the moment, it might look a little confusing to you guys, particularly if you're new to Illustrator, but don't worry, everything will start to make sense momentarily. Let's pick the line segment from the toolbox and draw a horizontal line. Actually, I need to place it vertically, so let's rotate it and then place it next to the rectangle, much like this. Actually, I'll need another copy of the circle, so let's make that and then place it at an angle. Let's do some final adjustments to the vertical line I've drawn. Lastly, one final copy of the circle and place it at the angle as illustrated. Okay, so my setup is done, and I've used mostly circles, a rectangle, and a stroke to make my logo to represent the letter C, A, and I. Let's also delete the guide as we have no use for it anymore. Let's click and drag to select all the elements on the screen. Now it's time to pick the legendary Shape Builder tool, so let's do that. When you take your cursor to different parts of the shapes, you'll find the closed shapes getting highlighted as you move, and there is a plus sign appearing right under the cursor, which means clicking the mouse key will combine the highlighted elements. Now, when you hold Option on a Mac or Alt on a PC and then move the cursor around, you'll find the plus sign transforming into a minus sign, which means clicking the mouse key will subtract or rather remove the elements from your design. It's time for a tip here. Always remove the elements that you do not need in your design first. So you see all these areas formed by the overlapped circles? I don't need them in my design. I'm going to hold the Option or Alt key and then click and drag to remove them all at the same time. Similarly, I'm going to pick and choose other elements I don't want to be part of my design and take them all off of my design. You might have to zoom in and delete any sliver that might affect your design. So take your time, and I'm sure you'll find it very satisfying to see your design slowly and gradually taking shape. Now I've successfully removed all the elements that were not part of my design. So let's click and drag to combine, rather join the elements. Okay, so this is pretty much what I wanted, except a few things. I want the edges of the letter C of the design to be open, so let's remove these nodes. Here you can see that if I remove this node, the whole thing is going to get removed because they're joined as highlighted by the red line that appears when you hover the cursor over it. So let's remove what we can first. Now I'm going to pick the scissors tool and sever these joints just by clicking the corner nodes once. Alright, now the joints are severed, so let's pick the Shape Builder tool once again and delete the parts I don't want in my design. Perfect. If you're someone who doesn't like sharp edges, you can always round these edges. To do that, have the shape selected and then click the stroke option. And in the pop-up menu, you can always change the cap to rounded. Let's add some color to the design now. I'm going to select the letter C and change the color to the preset gradient. Now I'm going to select the letter I and update the color to orange. Let's also remove the stroke of this letter now. So you see how using the Shape Builder tool and a few shapes, we successfully created a logo. You can further beautify it by adding some drop shadow or inner or outer glow or other design elements. Let's discuss one last thing about the Shape Builder tool. Actually, let me pick the pen tool and draw a shape here. You see, I've made a triangle using the pen tool, but I purposely didn't close the shape. And this can happen a lot of times, particularly when you're drawing a complex design. So, how do we tell the Shape Builder tool to fill this in, even though it is not closed? Let's double-click the Shape Builder tool from the toolbar, which will reveal this pop-up menu. You'll find a few options here, but there are two major ones that we're going to discuss right now. Let's check the gap detection option. You'll find it gives us the option of small, medium, large, and custom. Let's select medium and hit OK. So basically, gap detection allows you to close small gaps between shapes automatically, which can be useful for creating seamless shapes. Now, let's try using the Shape Builder tool on the shape to see if it closes the shape we purposely left open. As you can see, it does not recognize it to be a closed shape yet. So let's change the setting once again. Let's change the gap detection to large. Now let's use the Shape Builder tool, and you can see it gets highlighted, which means it is recognizing it to be a closed shape because we updated the gap detection option to large. And when you click it, it closes the shape. You can even use the custom option here and update the size of the gap as per your requirement. So it's an excellent option for a seamless designing experience. The other important feature is this one here that says, consider open filled path as closed. Let's check that and hit OK. So what this does is, if an open path contains a fill, the Shape Builder tool will consider it a closed path, eliminating the need to use gap detection. Let's pick the Shape Builder tool and try closing it. And what's this? It doesn't close. Why doesn't it close the path? It's because the option clearly says consider open filled path as closed, and our shape, although open, is not filled. So let's fill it with some color first. Now the shape is filled with a color, so let's try closing the path using the Shape Builder tool. And there you go. The tool closes the path without any issues at all. So guys, that's all about the Shape Builder tool. The next tutorial is going to be about Live Paint Bucket tool, which is a lot similar to Shape Builder tool, but is more focused on the coloring aspect and is typically used with live paint groups. So ensure not to miss it. Also, if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Until we meet again, goodbye, and thanks for watching.